You ever felt it before? You know, that quiet voice, that deep, direct knowing that comes in every so often, but yet you ignore it. And because you're ignoring it, you can't go far in life, or you miss out on opportunity because you're mistaking your intuition for fear, or you don't know how to accept and listen to your intuition because maybe you're disconnected, or you're not grounded, or you don't trust it. On today's episode, I'm gonna teach you how to trust and build the frequency to tap into your intuition more often, to quiet the mind, to follow the soul's direction, to tap into your purpose, to get to the other side of life where you can jump timelines. The intuition is a great thing. It's part of the flow, the spiritual fitness of you. Welcome to Spiritual Fitness. I'm your host, Eric Bigger. And I just want to say thank you to Simplify Impact, who's responsible for all my podcast episodes, YouTube, my marketing on social media. So if you're looking for a marketing team, a social media team, or even a podcast team and YouTube channel, hit them up, click the show notes, and get all that information. And do not forget to pre-order my book, Spiritual Fitness. It'll be out August 8th, 8/8 portal. Wow, I can't believe it's here. It took me 2 years to write this. So guys, get this book. This transmission will heal you, reveal to you what you need to know to tap into your spiritual fitness of your custom channel. All right, let's get into it. So today, I just want to speak on, because I don't think, in my life, I know my intuition has changed my life. Actually, that's how I got to spiritual fitness. Actually, that's how I changed the podcast name from Bigger Talks to Spiritual Fitness. And I came up with the idea of it by trusting my intuition and speaking on it. Same with It's Miracle Season. It came to me and I said it. So my gift in life has been my intuition, has been the discernment of those things that have that subtle voice that comes in and doesn't have evidence for it, but I trust it because I feel it. And I do believe that the reason we don't listen to our intuition is because, number one, we're not as connected to it as much as we can be. So therefore, we don't trust it. And two, most times intuition doesn't have logic, right? It doesn't have logic. And when we think it's intuition, it's actually fear projecting or stopping us from going where we need to go. So in 2010, I remember sitting down with my dad, and my dad like, you need to go to LA. I'm fresh out of college, just graduated from Hampton University, the real HU. And, you know, talk to my dad. My dad has never really gave me advice like that, but I was like, okay, Dad, LA. From there, I went to a good friend of mine's mom's house. She's like, Eric, you need to go on Indeed.com or Career Builder and find a job in LA. So at that time, those are two people, two different, they don't even know each other. My dad didn't know her. She didn't know my dad. They both said LA. So I looked at it as, that's a sign. So there goes my son. I applied for a job, LA sports marketing. And within 2 hours, I got an email and say, hey, we want to interview you. Third time's a charm. I was like, cool, I have to go to LA. I booked a one-way ticket. I had a graduation party June 5th. I was in LA June 12th, 2010. And I never looked back ever since. But I got to LA because of my intuition, not because of logic. I mean, I think the interview kind of helped me seal the deal because they did help. Let's be clear. But guess what? When I got there, they was a fraud. It was a scam. And I actually they didn't call me back because when I started speaking to them, they was like, oh my God, he's not green. We can't really get him, right? So that didn't work out. So now I'm in the other side of the country. I got $1,000 to my name. I got to find an apartment. I got to find employment. Mind you, I had a job on the East Coast in the government at the Census Bureau. I said no to that to say yes to LA and my intuition. And let's think 15, 16 years later, I've written 3 books. I've been on national TV. I've spoke on many stages and traveled the world, and I live my dreams out loud. In this episode, I'm going to tell you the things I've done to trust where I'm going, trust where I'm at, to know that it wasn't logic. It was me just trusting that direct knowing, that intuition, that subtle voice to take me to the next level. And I even tested that throughout my life. So number one is the way to trust your intuition is you have to play with it, right? And the way to play with it or the way to test it is, say you're at a restaurant, right? You're there for the first time. And when you're picking, I want you to feel into your body, like, you know what you probably want to eat. And say you want to eat a burger and they got 4 different burgers. I want you to kind of look at the burgers and then look at it, then feel it, and just go with your intuition. Might say a double cheeseburger. Just do it, right? Just trust your intuition. Trust that gut instinct that, okay, I never eat double cheeseburger. I'm usually getting, BLT, right? Or when you're booking a flight, really start playing with your intuition, because you gotta get used to it where you trust it. And some of you probably are really good at your intuition, and sometimes you don't want to believe it. Like someone is lying to you. You don't want to believe that this person you love is lying to you. But the reason I say trust your intuition, because I believe that your intuition is God talking to you and God talking through you. I feel like when your intuition is coming in, those nudges is God is trying to get you to a place, trying to get you to a point. Or you know how sometimes you'll go to the gym and your intuition is like, go this way. And you don't know why. And then you run into a friend you haven't seen in 5 years. So these little things is how you can kind of play with your intuition to get you to where you want to go. And over time, you start trusting it, you start feeling safe. So that's one, play with your intuition. 2 is your intuition is really your soul trying to guide you to something you can't see. When I went to Peru in 2024, I had no logic why I should go other than I got invited. So I got invited, I had to take a 12-hour flight. I really didn't have the money or the finances to kind of fund it, but somehow, some way I figured it out. And boom, I went on the trip. I did the thing. I climbed the mountain. I did Achuma, St. Pedro, and I fell in love. Because I trusted my intuition and I wasn't worrying about what I couldn't do or what I didn't have or what didn't make sense. I'm like, cool, I'm gone. So I know now when things like that come into my life, I'm on it. Because your intuition, your nudges actually get you to the space that you're supposed to be in life. And sometimes we can't trust that intuition because we're not grounded enough to feel it, to know it, to actually trust it, to take action. So number 3 is every morning before you start, if you can kind of have like a 5-minute meditation or 5-minute breath work, you can literally go on YouTube and type in 5-minute meditation, 5-minute breath work, pray, asking God, the universe, creator, whatever you believe in, to sharpen my intuition. Dear God, please sharpen my intuition for my highest good. Make me better, make me listen to it, make me understand it, And what will happen is because of the breath work and the meditation, you'll start be more grounded in that part of your body. I call it the spiritual body, where when it comes in, you're like, oh, let me do that. You can feel it. Maybe your solar plexus go off, right? But the main thing is we got to get into a space where we trust the flow of our higher consciousness trying to come through us through our intuition. Because if you listen to your intuition, your life will change. If you listen to your intuition, you won't have to work as much or as hard. If you listen to your intuition, you won't have to do what everybody else is doing. You'll have soul success, opposed to ego success. You'll jump timelines. You'll be able to get ahead a lot quicker because, like I said, intuition is a direct knowing from God telling you something that you can't see to get you where you want to go. And I think because we don't have enough evidence to trust it, or we don't understand how to tap into it, we just avoid it, or we don't want to believe it's true because it's going to reveal to us what we don't want to accept. So that's another thing. You have to get comfortable with accepting things that you don't like that will be true. Your intuition can tell you about someone you really love or care about, or it could be heavy. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes I get stuff about people like, oh, I can feel that. But the main thing I always say, we can hold heavy things lightly. So the moral of today is I want you to learn how to trust your intuition to change your life. I want you to build the bandwidth to receive your intuition so you can have a guiding system. You can use that voice to help you live your life and get out of things that you don't belong in, right? Knowing when to leave the job, right? Knowing where you should live next. So that day that came in Orange County. Knowing when you need to part ways from people. Your intuition is the guidance system through God. That's what I believe. Every time. It was never wrong. When I really listened to it, it's giving me purpose, it's giving me insight. But I know things like that don't just come into my life. And the reason we don't trust the things we don't have evidence in, because we want to be in control. And when we're in control, we're in fear. And when we're in fear, we're not living our highest and best version of ourselves. So that's why you got to clear the fear and tap into the intuition and train it and program it and wire yourself to receive the things to get you to the next side. Listen to your intuition, play with your intuition. When things come in, say yes. Don't worry about the evidence. If you know your body is saying, Let's do this. Build the space to get comfortable and confident in your intuition, and you'll make better decisions. You'll have a better life. You'll feel lighter in life, and you'll be able to have more certainty and more trust in God, the universe, and the creator of all things. So with that being said, you guys be great. Stay tuned in, dialed in, tapped in. Listen to the intuition. Don't forget to get Spiritual Fitness, my new book. Pre-orders are available. The book is out August 8th. And don't forget to love yourself through it all. Download this episode. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go to Instagram. Follow me. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share this. And if you want some feedback, give me some feedback. I'll talk to you guys soon.